जगदयक्ष्मगुं सुमना असत अध्यवोचदधिवक्तां प्रथमो देव्योऽभिषक अहीगश्च सर्वान् चम्पयन् सर्वाश्च यातु धान्यः असो यस्ताम्रो अरुण उत बभ्रूसु मङ्गलः ये चेमागुं रुद्रा अभितो दिक्षु श्रुताः सहस्रशो वैशागुं हेरयीमहे असो यो वसर्पति नीलग्रीवो विलोहितः उतैनं गोपा अदृशन्नदृशन्नुदाहार्यः उतैनं विश्वाभूतानि सदृष्टो मृदयातिनः नमो अस्तु नीलग्रीवाय सहस्राक्षाय मीढुषे अथो ये अस्य सत्त्वानोऽहं तेभ्यो करन्नमः प्रमुञ्च धन्वनस्त्वमुभयोरात्नियोर्ज्यां याश्च ते हस्त इषवः पराता भगवो वप अवतत्य धनुस्त्वगं सहस्राक्षशते शुधे निशील्य शल्यानामुखा शिवो नः सुमना भव विज्यं धनुः कपर्दिनो विशल्यो बाणवागुम् उत अनेशन्नस्येषव आभुरस्य निषङ्गतिः या ते हेतिर्मेधुष्टमहस्ते बभूव ते धनुः तयास्मान् विश्यतस्त्वमयक्ष्मया परिभुजं नमस्ते अस्त्वायुधायाना तथाय धृष्णवे उभाभ्यामुत ते नमो बाहुभ्यां तव धन्वने परिते धन्वनो हेतिरस्मान् वृणक्तु विश्वतः अथो य इषुधिस्तवारे अस्मन्निदेहितं शम्भवे नमः नमस्ते अस्तु भगवन् विश्वेश्वराय महादेवाय त्रयम्बकाय त्रिपुरान्तकाय त्रिकालाग्निकालाय कालाग्निरुद्राय नीलकण्ठाय मृत्युञ्जयाय सर्वेश्वराय सदाशिवाय श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमः नमो हिरण्यबाहवे सेनान्ये दिशां च पतये नमो नमो ऋक्षेभ्यो हरिकेशेभ्यः पशूनां पतये नमो नमः सस्पिञ्जराय द्विषीमते पथीनां पतये नमो नमो पभृशाय विव्याधिनेन्नानां पतये नमो नमो हरिकेशायोपवीतिने पुष्टानां पतये नमो नमो भवस्य हेत्यै जगतां पतये नमो नमो रुद्राय तथा विनेक्षेत्राणां पतये नमो नमः नमो नमः जगतां पतये नमो नमो रुद्राय तथा विनेक्षेत्राणां पतये नमो नमः सूताय हन्त्याय वनानां पतये नमो नमो रोहिताय स्थपतये वृक्षाणां पतये नमो नमो मन्त्रिणे वाणिजाय कक्षाणां पतये नमो नमो भुवन्तये वारिवस्कृतायौषधीनां पतये नमो नमः उच्चैर्घोषाय क्रन्दयते पत्तीनां पतये नमो नमः कृत्स्नवीताय धावते सत्त्वनां पतये नमः नमः सहमानाय निव्याधिन आव्याधिनीनां पतये नमो नमः ककुभाय निषङ्गिने स्थेनानां पतये नमो नमो निषङ्गिन इषुधिमते तस्कराणां पतये नमो नमो वञ्चते परिवञ्चते स्थायूनां पतये नमो 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 निचेरवे परिचरायारण्यानां पतये नमो नमः श्रिकाविभ्यो जिघ्घागुंसभ्यो मुष्णतां पतये नमो नमो सिमद्भ्यो नक्तञ्चरभ्यः प्रकृन्तानां पतये नमो नमः उष्णीषणे गिरिचराय कुलुञ्चानां पतये नमो नमः इषिमद्भ्यो धन्वाविभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः आतन्वानेभ्यः प्रतिदधानेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः आयच्छभ्यो विसृजद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमो सभ्यो विद्येभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः आसीनेभ्यश्च यानेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः स्वपद्भ्यो जाग्रभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः सभाभ्यः सभापति अश्वेभ्यो अश्वपतिभ्यश्च वो नमः नमः आव्याधिनीभ्यो विविध्यन्तीभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः उगणाभ्यस्त्रगुंहतीभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो गृत्सेभ्यो गृत्सपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो व्रातेभ्यो व्रातपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो गणेभ्यो गणपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो विरूपेभ्यो विश्वरूपेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो महद्भ्यः क्षुल्लकेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो रथेभ्यो रथेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो रथेभ्यो रथपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः सेनाभ्यः सेनानिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः क्षत्रुभ्यः सङ्गृहीतृभ्यश्च वो नमो नमस्तक्षद्भ्यो ऋतकारेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः कुलालेभ्यः कर्मारेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः पुञ्जेष्टेभ्यो निषादेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः इषुकृभ्यो धन्वकृभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो मृगयेभ्यः श्वनेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः स्वभ्यस्वपतिभ्यश्च वो नमः नमो भवाय च रुद्राय च नमः शर्वाय च पशुपतये च नमो नीलग्रीवाय च शितिकण्ठाय च नमः कपर्दिने च युक्तकेशाय च नमः सहस्राक्षाय च शतधन्वने च नमो गिरिशाय च शिपिविष्टाय च नमो मेढुष्टमाय चेषुमते च नमो ह्रस्वाय च वामनाय च नमो बृहते च वर्षीयसे च नमो वृद्धाय च संवृध्वने च नमो अग्र्याय च प्रथमाय च नमः आशवे चाजिराय च नमः शीघ्रियाय च शीभ्याय च नमः ऊर्म्याय च वसन्याय च नमः स्रोतस्याय च द्वीप्याय च नमो ज्येष्ठाय च कनिष्ठाय च नमः पूर्वजाय चापरजाय च नमो मध्यमाय चापगल्भाय च नमो जघन्याय च बुध्नियाय च नमः सोभ्याय च प्रतिसर्याय च नमो याम्याय च क्षेम्याय च नमो उर्वव्याय च खल्याय च नमः श्लोक्याय च वसन्याय च नमो वन्याय च कक्षाय च नमः स्रवाय च प्रतिस्रवाय च नमः आशुषेनाय च सुरथाय च नमः सूराय चापभिन्दते च नमो वर्मिने च वरूथिने च नमो बिल्मिने च कवचिने च नमः श्रुताय च श्रुतसेनाय च नमो दुन्दुभ्याय च हनन्याय च नमो धृष्णवे च प्रमृषाय च नमो दूताय च प्रहिताय च नमो निशङ्किने चेष्वधिमते च नमस्तीक्ष्णे शवे चायुधिने च नमः स्वायुधाय च सुधन्वने च नमः श्रुत्याय च पथ्याय च नमः काट्याय च नीप्याय च नमः सूद्याय च सरस्याय च नमो नाद्याय च वैशन्ताय च नमः कूप्याय च भट्याय च नमो वर्ष्याय च वर्ष्याय च नमो मेघ्याय च विद्युत्याय च नमः इद्रियाय च तप्याय च नमो वात्याय च रेश्मियाय च नमो वास्तव्याय च वास्तुपाय च नमः सोमाय च रुद्राय च नमः स्थाम्राय च अरुणाय च नमः संगाय च पशुपतये च नमः उग्राय च भीमाय च नमो अग्रे वधाय दूरे वधाय च नमो हन्त्रे च हनीयसे च नमो वृक्षेभ्यो हरिकेशेभ्यो नमस्ताराय नमः शम्भवे च मयोभवे च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च नमस्तीर्थ्याय च कूल्याय च नमः पार्याय च वार्याय च नमः प्रतरणाय चोत्तरणाय च नमः आतार्याय च लाद्याय च नमः षष्भ्याय च फेन्याय च नमः सिकत्याय च प्रवार्याय च नमः हिरण्याय च प्रपथ्याय च नमः किगुंशिलाय च क्षयनाय च नमः कपर्दिने च पुलस्तये च नमो गोष्ठ्याय च गृह्याय च नमस्तल्प्याय च गेह्याय च नमः काट्याय च गह्वरेष्ठाय च नमो हृदयाय च निवेश्याय च नमः पागुंसव्याय च रजस्याय च नमः शुष्क्याय च हरित्याय च नमो लोप्याय चोल्लप्याय च नमो ऊर्व्याय च सूर्म्याय च नमः पर्ण्याय च पर्णशद्याय च नमोपगुरमानाय चाभिघ्नते च नमः आखिदते च प्रखिदते च नमो वह्किरिकेभ्यो देवानागुं हृदयेभ्यो नमो विक्षीणकेभ्यो नमो विचिन्वत्केभ्यो नमः आनिर्हतेभ्यो नमः आमीवत्केभ्यः द्रापे अन्धसस्पते दरिद्रन्नीललोहित येषां पुरुषाणाम् येषां पशूनां माभेर्मा रोमो येषां किञ्चनाममत् या ते रुद्रशिवा तनु शिवा विश्वः भेषजी शिवा रुद्रस्य भेषजी तया नो मृतजीवसे इमागुं रुद्राय तवसे कपर्दिने क्षयद्वीराय पभरामहे मतिं यथा नः समसद्विपदे चतुष्पदे विश्वं पुष्टं ग्रामे अस्मिन्ननातुरं मृदानो रुद्रोतनो मयस्कृधीक्षयद्वीराय नमसा विधेमते यच्छञ्चयोश्च मरुराय जे पिता तदस्यामत्तव रुद्रप्यनीतौ मानो महान्तमुतमानो अर्भकं मान उक्षन्तमुतमान उक्षितं मानो वधीः पितरं मोत मातरं प्रिया मानस्तनुवो रुद्रीरिषः मानस्तोकेतनये मान आयुषि मानो गोषो मानो अश्वेषुरीरिषः वीरान् मानो रुद्रभामिनो वधीर्हविष्वन्तो नमसा विधेमते आरात्ते गोघ्न उत पूरुषग्ने क्षयद्वीराय सुम्नमस्मे ते अस्तु रक्षा च नो अधि च देव ब्रूह्यता च न सर्म यच्छति बर्हाः स्तुहि श्रुतं गर्तसदं युवानं मृगन्न भीममपहत्नुमुग्रं मृदाजरित्रे रुद्रस्तवानो अन्यन्ते अस्मिन्निव पन्तु सेनाः परिणो रुद्रस्य हेतुर्विनक्तु परित्वेषस्य दुर्मतिरघायोः अवस्थिरा मघवद्भ्यस्तनुष्वमीढुस्तोकायतनयाय मृदय मीढुष्टमशिवतमा शिवो नः सुमना भव परमे वृक्ष आयुधन्निधाय कृत्तिं वसान आचर पिनाकं बिभ्रदागहि विकिरिदविरोहित नमस्ते अस्तु भगवः यास्ते सहस्रगुं हेतयोन्यमस्मिन्निव पन्तुताः सहस्राणि सहस्रधा बाहुवोस्तव हेतयः तासामीशानो भगवः पराचीनामुखाकृति सहस्राणि सहस्रशो ये रुद्रा अधिभूम्यां तेषागुं सहस्रयोजने वधन्वानि तन्मसि अस्मिन् महत्यर्नवेऽन्तरिक्षे भवा अधि नीलग्रीवाशतिकण्ठा सर्वा अधः क्षमाचराः नीलग्रीवाशतिकण्ठा दिवगुं रुद्रा उपसृताः ये वृक्षेषु सस्पिञ्जरा नीलग्रीवा विलोहिताः ये भूतानामधिपतयो विशिखासः कपर्दिनः ये अन्येषु विविध्यन्ति पात्रेषु पिबतो जनान् ये पथां पथि रक्षय ऐलभृदाय व्युतः ये तीर्थानि प्रचरन्ति सृकावन्तो निषङ्गिनः ये तावन्तश्च भूयागुंसश्च दिशो रुद्रावितस्थिरे तेषागुं सहस्रयोजने वधन्वानि तन्मसि नमो रुद्रेभ्यो ये पृथिव्यां ये एन्तरिक्षे ये दिवि येषामन्नं वातो वर्षमिषवस्तेभ्यो दश प्राचीर्दश दक्षिणा दश प्रतीचीर्दशोदीचीर्दशोर्ध्वास्तेभ्यो नमस्ते नो मृदयन्तु तेयं दुष्मो यश्च नो द्वेषितं वोचं भेदधामि त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धना मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् यो रुद्रो अग्नौ यो अप्सूय औषधीषु यो रुद्रो विश्वा भुवना विवेश तस्मै रुद्राय नमो अस्तु तमस्तु हि यस्विषुषु धन्वायो विश्वस्य क्षयति भेषजस्य यक्ष्वा आमहे सो ओ मनसाय रुद्रं नमो ओभिर्देवमसुरं दुवस्य अयं मे हस्तो भगवान् अयं मे भगवत्तरः अयं मे विश्वभे एषजो युगुं शिवाभिमर्शनः ये ते सहस्रमयुतं पाशामृत्योमर्त्याय हन्तवे तान् यज्ञस्य मायया सर्वानवयजामहे मृत्यवे स्वाहा मृत्यवे स्वाहा ॐ नमो भगवते रुद्राय विष्णवे मृत्युर्मे पाहि प्राणानां ग्रन्थिरसि रुद्रो मा विशान्तकः तेनान्नेनाप्यायस्व नमो रुद्राय विष्णवे मृत्युर्मे पाहि सदाशिवोम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ओम्
द्विजामति सहचर प्राणाशरीरं गृह पूजाते विषयोपभोगर्चना निद्रा समाधिस्तति संचार पदयो प्रदक्षिण विधि स्तोत्राणि सर्वगिर यद्यत् कर्म करोमि तत्तदखिलं शम्भो तवाराधनम् करचरणकृतं वा कायजं कर्मजं वा श्रवणनयनजं वा मानसं वा पराधं विहितं अविहितं वा सर्वमेतत्क्षमस्व जय जय करुणाब्धे श्री महादेव शंभो जय जय करुणाब्धे श्री महादेव शंभो। बोले उमापति महादेव की जय। नमः पार्वती पतये हर 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 महादेव शंभो। बोले गणपति भगवान की जय। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। श्री राधा वर कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की जय। ओम वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देवा सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। गजाननं भूतगणाधिसेवितं कपित्तजम्बो फलचारुभक्षणम् उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारकं नमामि विघ्नेश्वरपादपङ्कजम्। जय 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 गणनायक जय जय विघ्न विनाशक।
जय 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 गणनायक जय जय विघ्न विनाशक।
ओ हे शुभ मंगलदायक विद्या बुद्धि प्रदायक। हे
शुभ मंगलदायक विद्या बुद्धि प्रदायक।
गजवदना गौरी नंदन
गजवदना गौरी नंदन
गजवदना गौरी नंदन
गजवदना गौरी नंदन।
गंगाधर शिव शंभो नंदन
गंगाधर शिव शंभो नंदन।
जय 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 गणनायक जय जय विघ्न विनाशक। जय
जय जय गणनायक जय जय विघ्न विनाशक।
जय जय विघ्न विनाशक। जय जय विघ्न विनाशक। बोले गणपति भगवान की जय। ओम श्री सूर्याय नमः। ओम श्री सूर्याय नमः। ओम श्री सूर्याय नमः। ओम आदित्याय विद्महे दिवाकराय धीमहि तन्नो सूर्यः प्रचोदयात्। ओम आदित्याय विद्महे मार्तण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो सूर्यः प्रचोदयात्। ओम अश्वध्वजाय विद्महे पद्महस्ताय धीमहि तन्नो सूर्यः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नमो भगवते श्री सूर्याय नमः।
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 श्री सूर्याय नमः आदित्याय 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 नमः।
आदित्याय नमः दिवाकराय नमः।
आदित्याय नमः दिवाकराय नमः।
दिवाकराय नमः प्रभाकराय नमः।
दिवाकराय नमः प्रभाकराय नमः।
ॐ नमो भगवते श्री सूर्याय नमः।
ॐ नमो भगवते श्री सूर्याय नमः।
श्री सूर्याय नमः आदित्याय नमः। आदित्याय नमः दिवाकराय नमः। श्री सूर्याय नमः आदित्याय नमः। आदित्याय नमः दिवाकराय नमः। बोले सूर्य नारायण स्वामी की जय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं
कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरु।
अधरं मधुरं वदनं मधुरं नयनं मधुरं हसितं मधुरं
अधरं मधुरं नयनं मधुरं हसितं मधुरं
हृदयं मधुरं गमनं मधुरं
मधुरार्लिपते अखिलं मधुरं मधुरार्लिपते अखिलं मधुरं।
वचनं मधुरं चरितं मधुरं वसनं
मधुरं बलितं मधुरं चलितं मधुरं भ्रमितं मधुरं मधुराधिपते अखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपते अखिलं मधुरं।
वेणु मधुरो रेणु मधुर पायो रे मधुर पायो मधुर वेद्यं मधुर मधुरं सत्यं
मधुरं मधुराधिपते अखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपते अखिलं मधुरम्
गीतं मधुरं पीतं मधुरं
भोक्तं मधुरं सप्तं मधुरं रूपं मधुरं तिलकं मधुरं मधुराधिपते अखिलं मधुरं
मधुराधिपते
अखिलं मधुरं
मधुराधिपते रखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपते रखिलं मधुरम्। बोले श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय। श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम। रामाय रामभद्राय
रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताय पतये नमः।
श्री रामचंद्र कृपालु भज मन हरण भव भय दारुणम नव
कंज लोचन कंज मुख पद कंज पद कंजारुणम श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम।
कंदर्प अगणित
अमित छविनव नीर नीरज सुंदरम पतपीत मानव तरित रुचि शुचि नौमि जनक सुतारम श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम।
भजु दीन बंधु दिनेश दानव दैत्य वंशनि कंदनम रघुनंद
आनंद कंद कौशल चंद दशरथ नंदनम श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम।
सिर मुकुट कुंडल
तिलक चार उदार अंग विभूषणम आजानु भुज सर चाप धर संग्राम जित कर दूषणम श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम।
इति वदति तुलसीदास शंकर शेष मुनि मनरंजनम मम हृदय कंज निवास गुरु कामादि खलगन गंजनम श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम श्री सियापति रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। भगवान श्री हनुमान जी। ओम हम हनुमते नमः। ओम हम हनुमते नमः। ओम हम हनुमते नमः। ओम हम हनुमते नमः। अतुलित बलधामं हेमशैलाबदेहं धनुजवन कृशानुं ज्ञानिनामृगगण्यम् सकल गुण निधानम वानराणामधीशं रघुपति प्रिय भक्तम वातजातं नमामि। बोलिए पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। वीर मारुति गंभीर मारुति।
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 ओ वीर मारुति गंभीर मारुति।
वीर मारुति गंभीर मारुति। वीर मारुति गंभीर मारुति।
दास मारुति रामदास मारुति।
दास मारुति रामदास मारुति।
दास मारुति रामदास मारुति।
वीर मारुति गंभीर मारुति। वीर मारुति गंभीर मारुति।
भक्त मारुति परम भक्त मारुति।
भक्त मारुति परम भक्त मारुति।
भक्त मारुति परम भक्त मारुति।
वीर मारुति गंभीर मारुति। वीर मारुति गंभीर मारुति।
गंभीर मारुति
गंभीर मारुति।
गंभीर मारुति। बोले पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। We bow to Shakti Devi, the mother of strength, happiness, prosperity, joy, sweet speech, Durga, Lakshmi and Saraswati. May Ma Durga continue to enhance our lives, provide a tremendous amount of strength when the physical body will fail us. It is the Ichha Shakti, the willpower, that will rise and allow us to prosper. May Mahalakshmi bless us in abundance with wealth and health, bliss, anand, contentment and bliss. May Ma Saraswati Devi purify our speech and our intelligence so that these gifts of speech, wisdom, knowledge that we're given will help us to elevate and elevate those around us as well. Our salutations to the feminine form of the divine, Durga Ma, Mahalakshmi, Ma Saraswati. Om Dhum Durgaya Namaha. Om Dhum Durgaya Namaha. Om Dhum Durgaya Namaha. Om जयन्ती मङ्गलाकाली भद्रकाली कपालिनी दुर्गा क्षमा शिवा धात्री स्वाहा स्वधा नमोस्तुते जय त्वं देवी चामुण्डे जय भूतारतिहारिणी जय सर्वगते देवी कालरात्रि नमोस्तुते। प्रेम से बोलो श्री दुर्गा माता की जय। ओम श्री महालक्ष्मी नमः। ओम श्री महालक्ष्मी नमः। ओम श्री महालक्ष्मी नमः। ओम लक्ष्मी करोतु कल्याणम् आरोग्यं सुख संपदा मम शत्रु विनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोस्तुते। नमस्तेस्तु महामाय श्रीपीठे सुरपूजिते शंखचक्र गदाहस्ते महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते। प्रेम से बोलो श्री महालक्ष्मी माता की जय। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। या कुन्देन्दुतुषारहारधवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्कर प्रभृतिभिर्देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषज्ञानदायिनी। प्रेम से बोलो श्री सरस्वती माता की जय। नारायणी नमोस्तुते। नारायणी नमोस्तुते। नारायणी नमोस्तुते। नारायणी नमोस्तुते।
नारायणी नमोस्तुते। नारायणी नमोस्तुते।
ओ नारायणी नमोस्तुते। नारायणी नमोस्तुते।
नारायणी नमोस्तुते। नारायणी नमोस्तुते।
नारायणी नमोस्तुते। नारायणी नमोस्तुते।
नारायणी नमोस्तुते।
नमोस्तुते नारायणी नमोस्तुते
नारायणी नमोस्तुते नारायणी नमोस्तुते
सर्वमंगल मांगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थ साधिके
सर्वमंगल मांगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थ साधिके
शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते
नारायणी नमोस्तुते नारायणी नमोस्तुते
शंख चक्र गदा शंख गृहीता परमायुधे
शंख चक्र गदा शंख गृहीता परमायुधे
प्रसिद्ध वैष्णवी रूपे नारायणी नमोस्तुते
नारायणी नमोस्तुते नारायणी नमोस्तुते
नारायणी नमोस्तुते
नारायणी नमोस्तुते
बोले जगदम्बिका माता की जय। ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय वन्दे देवमुमापतिं सुरगुरुं वन्दे जगत्कारणं वन्दे पन्नगभूषणं मृगधरं वन्दे पशूनां पतिं वन्दे सूर्यशशाङ्कवाहननयनं वन्दे मुकुन्दप्रियं वन्दे भक्तजनाश्रयं च वरदं वन्दे शिवं शङ्करं शान्तं
पद्मासनस्थं शशिधरमुकुटं पञ्चवक्त्रं त्रिनेत्रं शूलं वज्रं च खड्गं परशुभवयनं दक्षिणाङ्गे महान्तं नागं पाशं च गन्धा डमरुकसहितं चाकुशं वामभागे नानालङ्कारयुक्तं स्फटिकमणिमं पार्वतीशं नमामि।
ॐ नमः शिवाय शिवाय। बोले मापति महादेव की। ब्रह्म मुरारी सुराचितलिंगम
निर्मलभाषितशोभितलिङ्गं ब्रह्म मुरारी सुराचितलिङ्गं निर्मलभाषितशोभितलिङ्गं जन्मज दुःख विनाशकलिङ्गं जन्मज दुःख विनाशकलिङ्गं तत् प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं तत् प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं देवमुनि प्रवराजकलिङ्गं कामदान करुणाकरलिङ्गं रावणगर्भविनाशकलिङ्गं तत् प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं तत् प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं सर्वसुगन्धसुलेपितलिङ्गं बुद्धिविवर्धनकारणलिङ्गं सिद्धसुरासुरवन्दितलिङ्गं तत् प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं तत् प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं कनकमहामणिभूषितलिङ्गं फणिपतिवेशितशोभितलिङ्गं दक्षसूर्याज्ञविनाशकलिङ्गं तत् प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं तत् प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं कुङ्कुमचन्दनलेपितलिङ्गं पङ्कजहार सुशोभितलिङ्गं सञ्चितपापविनाशकलिङ्गं तत् प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं तत् प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं देवगणार्चितसेवितलिङ्गं भावैर्भक्तिविवेरचलिङ्गं दिनकरकोटिप्रभाकरलिङ्गं तत् प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं तत् प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं हर्षदरूपरिवेशकलिङ्गं सर्वसमोभवकारणलिङ्गं अष्टदरिद्रविनाशकलिङ्गं तत् प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं तत् प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं सुरगुरुसुरवरपूजितलिङ्गं सुरवनपुष्पसरा शिवलिङ्गं परात्परं परमात्मकलिङ्गं तत् प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं 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 तत् प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं
बोले उमापति महादेव की जय. Will everybody is actually invited to come on the altar now for your prasadam, your darshan, whoever is here. Bhumika will sing a song for us, followed by Oma. And Panaji has visited us from New York today, and he's promoting children in his area. So he wants to have some idea what the children are doing. Most of them are coming in today for rehearsals, different times, so we'll see what we can capture for them. Bhumikals and then Oma. Everybody else is invited to come on the altar for darshan, prasad and flowers, whatever you have.
Vande Ganapati Vighna Vinashana He Rambodar Gajanana Vande Ganapati Vighna Vinashana He Rambodar Gajanana Riddhi Siddhi Ke Data Tum Ho Riddhi Siddhi Ke Data Tum Ho He Shashi Shekhar Nandana He Shashi Shekhar Nandana Vande Ganapati Vighna Vinashana He Rambodar Gajanana जो ध्यावे माचित फल पावे जो ध्यावे माचित फल पावे अग्रदेव तुम वंदना अग्रदेव तुम वंदना वंदे गणपति विघ्न विनाशन हे लंबोदर गजानना काम क्रोध मद लोभ आदि हरो काम क्रोध मद लोभ आदि हरो निर्विकार निर्मल मना निर्विकार निर्मल मना वंदे गणपति विघ्न विनाशन हे लंबोदर गजानना वंदे गणपति विघ्न विनाशन हे लंबोदर गजानना रिद्धि सिद्धि के दाता तुम हो रिद्धि सिद्धि के दाता तुम
जय माँ, जय माँ, जय माँ, जय माँ। जगदम्बिके जय जय जग जननी माँ। जगदम्बिके जय जय जग जननी माँ। क्या मन हर नाम सुहाया है, क्या मन हर नाम सुहाया है। वारो सब कुछ माँ चरणों पर, वारो सब कुछ माँ चरणों पर। मेरे मन कोई आया है। जगदम्बिके जय जय जग जननी माँ। जय माँ, जय माँ, जय माँ, जय माँ। हे प्रेम पुंज है, करुणा में है आदि शक्ति जग जननी माँ। जय माँ, जय माँ, जय माँ। हे प्रेम पुंज है, करुणा में है आदि शक्ति जग जननी माँ। तेरा वरद हस्त मेरे शीश रहे, तेरा वरद हस्त मेरे शीश रहे। बालक तेरे चरणों में आया है, बालक तेरे चरणों में आया है। जगदम्बिके जय जय जग जननी माँ। श्री राम तू ही, श्री कृष्ण तू ही, दुर्गा काली श्री राधा तू। जय माँ, जय माँ, जय माँ। श्री राम तू ही, श्री कृष्ण तू ही, दुर्गा काली श्री राधा तू। ब्रह्मा विष्णु शिव शंकर में, ब्रह्मा विष्णु शिव शंकर। तेरा ही तेज समाया है, तेरा ही तेज समाया है। जगदम्बिके जय जय जग जननी माँ। जगदम्बिके जय जय जग जननी माँ। दम्बिके जय जय जग जननी माँ।
Nama Parvati Pataye Har 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 Mahadev. We'll engage in a little bit of meditation this morning, as we do every Sunday. You can sit upright wherever you are, back straight. Rest your palms facing upward on your knees, thumb and index finger touching each other, forming the shape of a circle. Look at any one of the beautiful murtis, and as you close your eyes, let the image of that murti be imprinted at the center of your forehead. Although we're closing our eyes, we still have a vision of the Lord. It's a simple technique illustrated in the Gita, because the mind, chanchalam hi manam Krishna, the mind wanders very quickly. So to keep it focused, we look at an image with our eyes closed at the center of our forehead. Relax your shoulders. Now we'll do a little pranayam. Take a deep breath in through your nostrils and exhale, chanting Om. Begin. Trambakam yajamahe sugandhim pushti vardhanam urvarukmeva vandana mrityormokshayamamritateo Trayambakam yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardhanam urvarukmeva vandana mrityormokshayamamritateo Trambakam yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardhanam urvarukmeva vandana mrityormokshayamamritateo Namasteyastu Bhagavan Vishveshwaraya महादेवाय त्र्यंबकाय त्रिपुरांतकाय त्रिकालग्निकालाय कालग्निरुद्राय नीलकंठाय मृत्युंजयाय सर्वेश्वराय सदाशिवाय श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमः. Continue to close your eyes in a few moments of silence. ॐ त्रं नमः संभवे नमः भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्. ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्. ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्. ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति. हरि बोले उमापति महादेव की जय. कीर्तन. सीताराम कहो राधे श्याम कहो, सीताराम कहो राधे श्याम कहो. सीताराम कहो राधे श्याम कहो, राधे श्याम कहो सीताराम कहो, सीताराम कहो, राधे श्याम कहो, सीताराम कहो,
राधे श्याम कहो,
सीताराम कहो, राधे श्याम कहो, राधे श्याम कहो, सीताराम कहो, सीताराम कहो,
राधे श्याम कहो, राधे श्याम कहो, सीताराम कहो,
सीताराम कहो, राधे श्याम कहो, सीताराम कहो, राधे श्याम कहो,
सीताराम कहो, राधे श्याम कहो, सीताराम कहो, राधे श्याम कहो,
सीताराम कहो, राधे श्याम कहो, राधे श्याम कहो, सीताराम कहो, सीताराम कहो,
राधे श्याम कहो, सीताराम कहो, राधे श्याम कहो,
सीताराम बिना कोई अपना नहीं, राधे श्याम बिना कोई सपना नहीं, सीताराम बिना कोई
अपना नहीं, राधे श्याम बिना कोई सपना नहीं,
सीताराम कहो, राधे श्याम कहो, सीताराम कहो, राधे श्याम कहो, सीताराम कहो, राधे
श्याम कहो, सीताराम कहो,
राधे श्याम कहो,
ओ सीताराम कहो, राधे श्याम कहो, सीताराम कहो, राधे श्याम कहो, सीताराम कहो,
राधे श्याम कहो,
सीताराम कहो,
राधे श्याम कहो,
भज मन नारायण, नारायण नारायण, 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 स्वामी नारायण, नारायण नारायण, स्वामी नारायण, नारायण नारायण, स्वामी नारायण,
नारायण नारायण, स्वामी नारायण, नारायण नारायण,
ओ श्रीमन नारायण, नारायण नारायण, श्रीमन नारायण, नारायण नारायण, श्रीमन नारायण, नारायण नारायण, श्रीमन नारायण,
नारायण नारायण,
ओ लक्ष्मी नारायण, नारायण नारायण, लक्ष्मी नारायण, नारायण नारायण, लक्ष्मी नारायण,
नारायण नारायण, लक्ष्मी नारायण, नारायण नारायण,
ओ सीताराम कहो, राधे श्याम कहो, 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 ओ सीताराम कहो, राधे श्याम कहो, सीताराम कहो, राधे श्याम सीताराम भगवान की जय, राधा कृष्ण भगवान की जय जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, जगदम्बिका माता की जय। मया वेश्यां मनो ये नित्ययुक्त उपासते, श्रद्धया परयोपेता, स्ते मे युक्ततमा मता। ये त्वक्षरमनिर्देशम् अव्यक्तं पर्युपासते, सर्वत्र गमचिन्तं च कूटस्थं अचलं ध्रुवम्। भगवान श्री कृष्ण in the 700 verses of the Bhagavad Gita, in the 18 chapters of this beautiful song of the divine, he dedicated the core of the Gita to his most beloved, and that is to his bhaktas. Every day, whatever we offer something physical to the Lord, may it be prasad, may it be the beautiful flowers, may it be our money for purification, may it be our seva to the Lord. All of it, they are all important. Let us not allow anyone to tell us that we are backward Hindus because we pour milk on a stone, or we throw ghee on a stone, or we dress a sculpture, or we light incense for someone who cannot smell. Let no one tell you that. Because in some way, all of us adore a symbol in life. Bhagwan Shri Krishna in the Gita illustrates to Arjun that everything is important. Prasad is important, puja is important, vandana is important, manam is important. Everything that we do to him is important. Whatever you offer to him, that remains important. But one thing that we must never fail or forget to offer, as we offer the flower, the fruits, we must never forget to offer the self to Bhagavan. There's this beautiful story in the Shiv Puran, which I've always told you about, of Gunanidhi. When on Mahashivratri night, everyone took prasad and milk for Shivji Bhagwan. And he was a thief. You know, when everyone went away, he stood up on the lingam and he was going to steal the bell over Shivji Bhagwan. And the Lord appeared and blessed him. When he died, they questioned, why would Bhagwan Shivji want to take him to his abode? And the response of the Lord was that everyone is offering to me something, a banana, milk, whatever it is. But Gunanidhi has offered his entire self, his body to me, knowingly or unknowingly, vihitam ya avihitam. When we commit good deeds, bad deeds, whether it is knowingly or unknowingly, it's a bad deed, right? It's bad. Similarly, if you do something good, knowingly or unknowingly, that is a good deed. If you don't even believe in God and you pray unknowingly, that is a prayer. Bhagavan has said that never ever forget to offer the self to me, because to me, the devotee matters more than everything else in this world. And so what does he do? he dedicates one chapter of the Gita called Bhakti Yoga, and he tells us how we should reach him. What does he say? Maya vesham mano yeman nitya mukta upasate Shraddhaya parayopeta sthime yukta tamamatah. That those maya vesha mano yemam, those my devotees who have fixed their minds on me, whoever steadfast and endowed with supreme Shraddha worship me, them do I consider perfect in yoga. Yoga means not an exercise necessarily. That Ashtanga Yoga is the exercise format of yoga, but there are many angas of yoga. There are many limbs of yoga. There's pranayam, dharana, asana. You have to breathe properly, you have to sit properly, you have to meditate properly. When all of it is put together, that becomes yoga. The Lord says, those who have fixed their mind on me, in ever steadfast, and they worship me, I consider them to be in yoga. We have always heard about the mind. Manahi devata, manahi ishwar, manase barana koi. There's no one greater than the mind. Remember? Antakale chamameva smaran muktva kalevaram yah prayati samadbhavam yati nastyata sanshaya. Whatever you think of as the last moment of your death. Bhagavatam has told us about it. Bhagavad Gita has told us about it. That you become. And all of that is dependent on your mind. So manahi devata, manahi ishwar, manse barana koi. The mind can take you to God. The mind can take you to the devil. The mind can take you to heaven. The mind can take you to the other place. If you so think it exists. It does. The mind is a source of happiness. The mind is a source of torture. The mind is a source of bliss. And the mind is a source of evil as well. The mind is everything. That's why he says, take this mind, right? And we ask people where the mind is. Sometimes they will point to the forehead, to the head, to the heart, to the body, and so many places we'll say that the mind exists there. The yogis will tell you the mind is a field of energy. It's a field of energy, so we got to go find where that field is. Different perceptions of what our mind is. But I think all of us are sensible enough to know, right, what your mind is. Where is it? Right? Is your mind your thoughts? Is that your mind? Is it your thoughts? Because I'm here right now, but my mind is somewhere else, distant away, on a relative who's not well. Or my mind is here in this cold, starting to become a cold Canada in mid-October, but my mind is when I was perspiring in the summer, enjoying the sunshine, right? So I think we're educated enough to know what your mind is. Where it is, it doesn't matter. If you say mind is here, you think it's there, it's there. Mind is here, wherever it is. So far, nobody has been able to point out where the mind is. But the important thing is we know what the mind is. Right? It is something that can take you from one place to another. It is a source of happiness, bliss, destruction, evil, torture. It is that. Krishna Bhagavan says, take that mind and fix it upon me. And when you fix it upon me, you become steadfast that you fix it upon me in prayers. I will protect you. Krishna Bhagavan is who? Adharam madhuram vadanam madhuram nayanam madhuram hasitam madhuram hridayam madhuram gamanam madhuram madhuradipate rakhilam madhuram. He is madhur, which means he's sweet. If you take honey, you put your hand on the honey, you take out your hand, you wipe it with a tissue, it will still remain sticky, it will probably still taste like honey. You will still feel it unless you have really washed and cleansed it. And after that, you will still remember that interaction with the honey. That is him. He says, take your mind in chapter 12 of the Gita and give it to him. Give it to him. What I've always told the parents, 15 years now, we're in Bhavani Shankar Mandir. I said, bring your children to us. Bring your children to us and we will send them back different people. They will be changed, but they have to be willing to accept that change. Not just come and sit around and whatever. They must be willing to accept that change. Bring your mind to Krishna and he will sweeten it. The honey sweetens, the honey purifies. When a baby is little, they cannot brush their teeth. So the old people used to take honey and a piece of cloth, that's the old style. They used to clean the gums of that child, right? Honey is purifying, honey is sweetening. Honey is healthy if you use it properly. Take your mind and give it to him. He will sweeten it, he'll purify it, and he will give it back to you. So he talks about how do you worship him? You give him your mind. And he talks about the senses, restrain your senses. Have even-mindedness everywhere. Engage in the welfare of all beings, not for just knowing, but to help them. He says, my devotee, restrain their senses. This is the chapter of the devotee. My devotee, restrain their senses. My devotees are even-minded. Samniyandraindriya gramam sarvatra samabuddhaya. My devotees are even-minded, they are restrained. My devotees, they are engaged in the welfare of all beings. We serve, a Hindu. Sanatan Dharma means eternal law, which means we're supposed to be inclusive. A Hindu is not only kind to another Hindu, right? Hindu leaders sometimes, and the right-hand, white-ring Hindus sometimes feel that our dharma is only towards Hindus. We have to look around carefully where we live, regardless of which part of the world you are living in. Carefully look around who we're living among. And ask yourself, are you the one that has to grow? Everybody in our garden, the weeds grow more stronger than the roses, right? Look, in the last summer, we had a bit of a drought here in Canada. Rain hardly fall, right? The flowers were dying, but the weeds were thriving. The weeds were thriving. They will grow more, so we have to focus more on them than the flower. Even-mindedness my devotees should have. They should have the welfare of all beings. They also come to me when they do that. And he talks about the difficulties of the devotee. We will all face some kind of difficulty in their life. But those who give themselves over to me, ye tu sarvani karmani mai samyasya mat parah ananyena vayogena mam dhyayant upasate. Is anybody here listening? There's probably people more listening than those in the temple. I know what's wrong with our Hindus sometimes. Sunday morning, weekday sometimes the temple, so many people. Sometimes there's nobody here. Well, I'm always here. Prabhu's always here. To divert a little bit, there's an Indian Guruji, a young man, 25 years old from India, a very famous guy. He's speaking right now on Bhagavatam. Nauda Bhakti he's talking about for 4 sessions. Today is the last day. So the first day he came, there's probably his family came and a few other people who came with him. Not too many people. But he made such a beautiful comment. It was so genuine and pure. He said sometimes when we speak for hundreds and thousands of shrotas, because those guys, when they talk in India, Kathanting, 15,000-20,000 people will go for 7 days consecutively. I've seen it. I've been in their katha. I've been in his father's katha. Minimum 20,000. Minimum. And he says sometimes, yeah, it's 20,000 people. He says sometimes the people are his shrotas. And if people are not his shrotas, Bhagwan becomes his shrota. It was such a beautiful remark that he made. Has anybody here listening or here today have ever rescued someone who was drowning? Never. This part of the Gita, chapter 12. Yetu sarvani karmani mai samyas matpara ananyena eva yogena mam dhyayanti upasate. If you don't know to swim, right, which most people should do, as a survival skill, and our kids go on vacation and so now, and whatever it is, all of us, you have to know to swim. Back in the day, everybody in the village knew how to swim. There was no swimming teacher. They just take you when you're little and throw you in Barby's River. So I learned to swim, and you try to survive. And when you're drowning, they pick you back and they put you outside. That was it. No fancy thing. Kick your foot, mid-junior splash, this splash and that splash. They just throw you inside. And when they see you drown, they're going to flag, go pick you back. That was it. No science, no stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. No, day 1 is the end of the stage. That was it. We didn't get to splash and all these kind of things. Luckily our children now we're all swimmers in the family. But one thing you should know: if you don't know to swim, and you're drowning one day, and somebody comes to rescue you, like to swim out with you, one thing that you should never ever do is hold on to them and try to do anything. The key is, and you'll ask any lifeguard, most of the children now are trained lifeguards and all that, they're doing well from the temple here. You ask any one of them, they'll tell you, and back in the village as well, if you're drowning and somebody's coming to rescue you, don't try to hold on to them and try to do your own thing. You have to let go totally, like this. Just be lifeless. Let go totally. And then they will hold you with one hand like this and swim with one hand and carry you up. That's how it works. But if they're trying to hold you like this, and then they're trying to rescue you and swim, and you're like, try to save yourself when you can't swim, you're going to pull them down, and both of you are going to die. There's a lot of people who died when they're going to rescue someone, right? That's because they hold on to them. You don't know how to do something, but you hold on to somebody and you try to, you can't foul them too. You know how to swim, right? You have to let go totally. Let go totally. Do nothing. And then your body, what happens? Your body is taken care of now by the person who's going to. They can just push you up like this and you float a little bit, they swim a little bit, then they catch you, float you back a little bit. Give yourself up totally to somebody and they will rescue you. What this verse says in the Gita, chapter 12, Yetu sarvani karmani. Yetu sarvani karmani. Mai samyasya matpara. Those who want to be close to Bhagavan, those who want to become the Lord, those who want to engage in His service, those who want the Lord to be with them, they have to give up in total. Yetu sarvani karmani. Don't try to hold on to anything. Give up in total. Give up yourself in totality to that Bhagavan. Yetu sarvani karmani. Mai samyasya matparaha. Don't try to hold on, remember, like you're drowning. Give up yourself in totality. He knows how to steer you. He knows your buoyancy, how much you can float. He knows how much He can handle, because some of us are a little bit stubborn too. He knows how much you can handle. Renouncing all our actions, regarding me as the goal, regarding me as the rescuer. Give up and let me guide you. Meditating on me with a single mind. For those whose thoughts are set on me, I become very soon, O Arjuna, the deliverer from the ocean of mortal sansar life. But you can't have your own way and go to God. We've always told you, when you come, park that identity at the door. I'm no longer a manager. I'm no longer a doctor. I'm no longer a lawyer. I'm no longer a pundit. I'm no longer a Mr. this and Mr. that with all the letters behind. When I come in front of you, Lord, I am without identity. Because when I'm without an identity, then you give me one. But if I have a whole bunch of names already, what I've always told the children, when you come for teachings, empty your cup. We got one, two smart people that think they know a lot. So when I come, there's a Pandit, when are you going to teach me this and this part? I said, empty your cup. Empty your cup. Because the minute you come to me with half cup or a full cup, I have no way to fill you up. Fix your mind on me. Mayeva mana adhyasva mai buddhim niveshaya nivasishyati mayeva at urdhvam na sanshaya. Fix your mind on me alone. Let your thoughts dwell in me. You will hereafter live in me alone. For this urdhvam na sanshaya. There is no doubt about it. Whatever you fix your mind on, you become. You understand? What is the source of sorrows? Mind. I'm pointing the head like the head and the mind and the head. Anyways, what is the source of sorrows? If you think about sorrowful things, you will become sorrowful. Simple. If you think that tomorrow is Monday and I have to go back and face, then your Sunday, you know, if you think tomorrow is Monday, I have to go to my boss, face that day of work. I have to do reporting, I have to do this, that, and the other, and this guy's going to come. Then what happens? You're fixing your mind on a horrible day tomorrow, and Sunday becomes more horrible than Monday. I got to go back to school, I have homework due, I have friends, I have... Whatever you fix your mind on, you fix your mind on sorrows, you become sorrow. Tomorrow is supposed to be a sorrowful day, but Sunday is a preparation for the sorrow. Because we all like to prepare, right? We all like to prepare. We like to prepare in advance. So tomorrow is a sorrowful day, that's not good enough. Today has to be a sorrowful day to prepare for the sorrow tomorrow. And you have 2 sorrowful days. The Lord is saying, whatever you focus your mind on, you become. Right? You focus your mind on something happy, you become happy. You become happy as well. And he says, if you're not able to fix your mind, let's say some people chul, they can't, they can't fix their mind, they can't sit down properly, they can't sit still, whatever it is. Whatever it is, Achitam samadhyatum nashakroshi mai sthiram. If you are unable to fix your mind steadily on me, O Arjun, then seek to reach me by abhyas yoga. And the Gita tells us, staunch is that devotion of this devotee which does not deviate from the Lord. Abhyas yoga means your devotion does not deviate. So you can't meditate with your mind. Give undeviating devotion to Bhagavan. You lost something, you've gained something, your devotion to God remains the same. Typically, when we lose someone in this life, or when we have lost something in this life, then we lose our devotion as well, and our faith as well in God. Because we think that God has to just give us and give us and give us in life, and we have to do nothing at all. We have to do nothing at all. The Lord's saying, if you can't meditate on me, have undeviating devotion. And if you're unable to, the Lord is meeting us way more than halfway. If you're unable to practice abhyas yoga, which is undeviating devotion, be you intent on doing actions for my sake, even performing actions for my sake, you will attain perfection. What are we when we do seva? When we do seva, seva means selfless service. Selfless service means if I'm sweeping the floor, I'm not sweeping it for me. I'm sweeping it for the Lord. If I'm washing the pots, it is for the Lord. If I'm vacuuming the carpet, it is for Him. The question is, let me ask you this question. Do we really believe in that stuff? Do you really believe that when you're sweeping the floor, you're not sweeping it for Panahardasi or anybody, you're sweeping it for Bhagwan Shivji? Do we believe that when we are cooking, we are cooking, we are doing wholeheartedly for Shivji Bhagwan and Ma Parvati in service to them and not for the people? The question is, you should believe, but if you don't believe in it, what is it? What's the purpose of doing it? You will see the reflection of it all. I started up in this country just like many, many people. I came here and, with Guyana, from Guyana, and just like many, many people, I worked in the factories, and one of the things I used to do is work in the cotton candy factory. I was a cotton candy maker. And after you make cotton candy, it's all sugar. 100% sugar you take, you put it in the machine, it spins it, become cotton candy, put in a little color in, you got blue, you got pink, you got purple, whatever, put in a plastic bag, seal it, ship it out. That was my work. And you imagine working with sugar all day, what happens? The floor is messed up, so you got to mop and mop. Like 4 times you got to mop your working area before it's close to, say, clean. And I always do, mop it and mop it and mop it and mop it and mop it. You know why I mop it? I was devoted to what I'm doing. I was very devoted to what I was doing, and I'm like, you know what? I'm mopping it because I'm devoted to my job. Similarly, as we are doing anything around here, do it as a form of devotion. Bhagavan says, if you're unable to practice Abhyas Yoga devotion, just do something in my name. Do something in my name. Tan se pavitra seva. How do we purify all these things? You purify the mind by thinking of God. You purify your tan, your body, seva. How do you purify your dhan? Dan. You purify your wealth by giving charity. You purify your speech by praising Him. And He said, if you're not able to do this even, if you're not even able to do seva to me, then taking refuge in me, abandoning all the fruits of actions, give yourself to me. Just abandon. When I say abandon, I don't mean, hey, come, take my home over, take my wealth away, take my clothes away, I'm going to live in the streets. No. He's talking about abandoning all the fruits of actions. The fruits of actions, Maharaji spoke about this a few days ago. What are the fruits of action? The fruit is the last thing we must want when we plant a tree. That is the last thing you must want. You plant a mango tree, the last thing you must want, the last thing that should happen is the fruits. The last thing that should happen in our life, the very last thing, is for us to get the fruits of our karmas. However, here is how life goes. We start to make a plan. We've grown up, or we're growing up, and we start to make a plan. I want to buy a house, I want to buy a car, I want to get married, I want to have children, I want to save all this money, I want to buy clothes, I want to have phones, I want to have this, So we make a list of all these things and we start accumulating them. Those are called the fruits. Those are all the fruits. A good job, a good husband, a good wife, a good partner, assets, everything else, those are the few fruits. In life, what are we doing? We are planning on receiving the fruits first without putting in the labor for those fruits. Without putting in the labor for it. I have told every parent who came in this temple for the last 15 years, every parent, and I will continue to tell them, as they bring their children to learn a Hindu art, tabla, harmonium, singing, dancing, balvidya, whatever it is. I've seen it over the last 15 years. I'm speaking from experience. You cannot have the fruits overnight. No? You know what happened to Bhumika, my daughter, Bhumika, when she went to her first dance class 11 years ago? I must ask her. I must ask Vaishaliji, her Guruji. Shavi was there. They grew up, these kids grew up to each other. Bhumika went to her first dance class and she would not go in. She cried. She cried. Vaishaliji was saying, what am I going to do with her? And you know, Bhumika, oh boy, she's got a mind of her own, very strong-minded, focused child. At 5 years old, we're bringing her to learn dancing, Kathak dancing. What are we going to, she would not dance. Oh boy, right? She cried. What are you going to do as a parent? Right? First thing you want to do is wipe their tears. I'm so sorry, it's okay. Not everything is for you. Right? No. The mother opened her eyes and she did what she needed to do. And it's been 11 years since. Vrinda was the same as Bhuvan. We can only speak of these children, all of them. Shavi, they are all dancing for 11 years now. Bhuvan, when he was 5 years old, went to his first tabla class. The point is, I would go to Himanji sometimes and I say, Himanji, because I had that influence, I said, can you teach them some nice songs, that I can hear? And you know what he'd tell me? He said, Panditji, you want me to teach them songs or you want me to teach them how to sing? Because they're two big different things. You want me to teach them songs or you want me to teach them how to sing? Remember, they're two very different things. If I want to teach you songs, any Katahar can do that. Anybody can do that. Here is how you sing Tum Hi Ho Mata. Tum Hi Ho Mata. Play it now. You show them how to play it. But that's not teaching them how to sing. That's teaching them a song. But when you teach somebody how to sing a raga, malkons, right? If you teach them how to sing malkons rag, then when you teach them the root, then they will sing Mangala Murati Ram Dulare. Anaparaya Batere Tere Dware. That's composed in rag malkons. If you teach them Tira Ram Ji Karenge Bera Par, they will sing it. If you teach them Gunguru Bandh Mein Narache, they will sing all those songs without you teaching them the songs because they have learned how to sing the raga. So I, as a parent, as a young parent, I was frustrated because my children was not singing film songs. They were not singing Gita and Ghazals and also. And so the Guru had to tell me, this is how it is. You cannot expect the fruits to blossom overnight when you have not put in the work as yet. As yet. My desire was always to have my son, Bhuvan, play tabla for me when I was singing. It's a cool thing. You don't have to, father singing. I don't know when last I played harmonium because I used to play harmonium long. My children think I don't know how to play harmonium. They think I don't know how to play harmonium because 5-6 years ago Vrinda started to play. I don't touch harmonium anymore, but I've been playing harmonium for 25 years. And they're like, Dad, we're not going to temple. Oh my God, what are you going to do? What do you mean what I'm going to do? I was playing harmonium before you were born. Right? Don't forget I had classical training for 7 years. I can't boast they have for 11 years, but there you go. So that's how it's been. It was always my dream for my children to do that. But it's never happened because they were always learning and learning and learning and learning. And I was always more anxious and more anxious and more anxious. When are you going to play tabla for me? When am I going to stop asking people to come and work around schedules and this and that and that? Until the time is right, until the fruit, the tree says, I'm ready to bear the fruit. And even when the tree bears the fruit, the tree has to nurture that fruit, right? I think many of us here grew up in tropical places. The tree bears the fruit. Now you got a big, heavy green mango on the tree. A big, heavy green mango hanging on the tree, right? What is going to happen? The tree bears the fruit, but the tree says, I'm not willing to let it go. I have to nurture it. Because when I give this fruit to someone, when they eat it, they must smile. So it nurtures the mango. It makes it ripe. And when it is ripe, then what happens? The tree itself, you don't have to go and pick it. The tree itself lets go of the mango. I am done with you. You're ready to make people's lives happy now. And this is a lesson that applies to everything, to teaching, to learning, to parenting. We are responsible for ripening their lives. And when we feel through our nourishment and our investment in them that they are ripened, we will let them go. They don't have to go. We will let them go. Right? Because they're now ready. And children, you don't even know when you're ready for something. Right? You don't know, you may think you know when you're ready for something, but you don't. Because you can operate the phone and computer and so on. You don't know ever more than your parents, because from them you have come. They know about you more than you know about yourself. Right? You may know about computers and gadgets and technology, but you don't know a thing about you. They know about you. Krishna Bhagavan is saying that if you cannot fix your mind on me, do Abhyas Yoga. If you can't do Abhyas Yoga, do devotional work for me, service to me. If you can't do that, let go of your karmas. Let go of your karmas. Let go of yourself, and then I will take charge of you. And so what we have to do in life as devotees is we have to let go of ourselves. The Lord knows what is best for us. How are we going to do that, though? Are you going to just pray and say, Prabhu, I'm going to sit on my couch now, you take charge of me? Everything happens with time. Everything happens, you put all your masala and your potato and everything together in the karahi in front of the stove. You can't just take out the cover and start eat it right away. You got to time. It has to go. It has to broil. It has to do everything, cook nicely, become that thing that you want it to become. We all are amazing people in our own way. With time, with allowing ourselves. Remember this the drowning scene that I tell you. If you're drowning, just let go. Only let go if somebody is going to help you. Just let go. They'll take charge of you. Because a drowning person don't know what's best for them. The person helping you knows what's best for you. Remember the analogy of giving yourself to Krishna from the Gita. Giving yourself to him. All of us are, by nature, we are sour. So give yourself to Krishna. Adharam madhuram. He sweetens you. He purifies you, and he gives you back to who you belong to. If you're not able to meditate on God, because we are not all yogis, our minds are not all under control, then do Abhyas Yoga. Give him uninterrupted devotion. If you cannot give him uninterrupted devotion, then give him seva. Serve him without any selfless rewards in mind. And if you cannot even do that, renounce your karmas, and then he will accept you. This morning, it is my request to all of you, in these very beautiful verses of the Gita, to never forget your Bhagavan. No matter what we have become or what we will become in life, it is all a gift and a blessing from the Lord. My best wishes to all of you as you enjoy or you prepare to enjoy a beautiful week ahead. In your work life, your social life, your student life, or whatever life you live. It is my wish as well that we all try at least to not become ripe overnight. Y'all hear about force-ripe mango? Force-ripe mango is worse than green mango and worse than ripe mango. Green mango, at least you can put some salt and pepper and you enjoy yourself. Ripe mango you can eat and enjoy yourself too. But force-ripe mango, it's neither green nor either ripe. It's called force-ripe. We cannot be force-ripe. A force-ripe person is very toxic. Stay away from being force-ripe. Just be simple and let time and your investment in whatever you do allow you to become ripe. Bole Shri Krishna Chandra Bhagavan ki Jai. We'll have a few bhajans by the kids. Aditya, bring bhajan book. Aditya will sing. Bhuvan can sing because he didn't sing yet. You can find a bhajan while Aditya is singing. I see Seema. Seema gone? Seema's gone. Shafi's downstairs? They're all downstairs. Okay. They're practicing. I want to invite all of you before Aditya makes his bhajan. Please remember, Diwali is October 24th. That's also Elections Day in Ontario. Good luck. So we're inviting all of you to the temple after you finish your home puja and your light up and everything. We have puja here, a satsang for 1 hour from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. on Diwali night. That's it, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. After you finish your home, eat your dal puri and sweet rice, whatever you eat on Gojanza, come at the temple. Your Bhagwan is here, you'll light the air up for them. We'll have 1 hour satsang, then we'll go outside, we'll spin steel wool and firecrackers and whatever it is that you have on October 24th. Then following that, we have a lot of things planned, but the main thing we have planned is our dinner, our gala, which is November 13th. Tickets are available. Please contact anyone you know. Contact me. Contact anybody. Benji Lakshmi serves the tickets. We're looking forward to seeing all of you on our dinner night or gala night. It's going to be in a banquet hall facility with beautiful entertainment. That is what the kids are doing right now. They're rehearsing for that event. Every single day they have rehearsals, multiple hours. So please come on out, become a donor, become a sponsor. We have many ways in which you can become one. So we look forward to see all of you. Aditya, you're up.
राम नाम तारे कम सदा बजो रे राम नाम तारे कम सदा बजो रे सदा बजो रे सदा जपो रे सदा बजो रे सदा जपो रे राम नाम तारे कम सदा बजो रे राम
जग में सुंदर है दो नाम, चाहे कृष्ण कहो या राम। जग में सुंदर है दो नाम, चाहे कृष्ण कहो या राम। बोलो राम राम राम, बोलो श्याम श्याम श्याम, बोलो राम राम राम, बोलो श्याम श्याम श्याम। जग में सुंदर है दो नाम, चाहे कृष्ण कहो या राम। जग में सुंदर है दो नाम, चाहे कृष्ण कहो या राम। बोलो राम राम राम, बोलो श्याम श्याम श्याम, बोलो राम राम राम, बोलो श्याम श्याम श्याम। माखन ब्रज में एक चुरावे, माखन ब्रज में एक चुरावे, एक भैर भिलनी के खावे। माखन ब्रज में एक चुरावे, एक भैर भिलनी के खावे। प्रेम भाव से, प्रेम भाव से बड़े अनोखे दोनों के हैं काम, चाहे कृष्ण कहो या राम। जग में सुंदर है दो नाम, चाहे कृष्ण कहो या राम। एक हृदय में प्रेम बदावे, एक हृदय में प्रेम बदावे, एक ताप संताप मिटावे। एक हृदय में प्रेम बदावे, एक ताप संताप मिटावे। दोनों सुख के, दोनों सुख के सागर है और दोनों पूर्ण का, चाहे कृष्ण कहो या राम। जग में सुंदर है दो नाम, चाहे कृष्ण कहो या राम। जग में सुंदर है दो नाम, चाहे कृष्ण कहो या राम। बोलो राम राम राम, बोलो श्याम श्याम श्याम, बोलो राम राम राम, बोलो श्याम श्याम श्याम, बोलो राम राम राम, बोलो श्याम श्याम श्याम।
We're very happy to have Panditji with us this morning. Panditji has come from New York visiting us this morning, and he's been here for a couple of days. I've known Pandit Baya for many, many years. I'm younger than him, but I have to tell you that when in Guyana, when we were there in Guyana, he's from Blackbush, and I'm from Cotton Tree. So when we were in Guyana, and I told you all about my association with the Dharmic Sabha, when they had their very, very first batch of Pandits, of Pandit class, I was very young, so I was there. That's how I started my formal training and there. Pandit Baya also was in that class, with also some other very, stalwarts of Guyana, who are still around. I've known him since then. He's been a very, very tireless worker of Dharma in Guyana. He still does a lot of work in Guyana, a lot of work, and he still does a lot of work in New York as well. It is always good to know that, our brothers and our sisters who have come from our, homeland has not forgotten the very strong culture and deep-rooted, molding that we have had back home. I'm so happy to see him this morning, and he's still continuing to do work with children, with the Dharma. He's very, very active in New York, and it is a pleasure to have him this morning. I would like to ask him to please say a few words before we conclude our service with Aarti this morning. Panditji.
Jai Shri Krishna. Jai Hanuman. Jai Durga Maya. Honorable Panditji, Pandit Lekram, to our Pandits, devotees, I am so blessed and we are so blessed this Sunday morning here in Canada, experiencing a warmness of love, devotion, and reflection. In the beginning of visiting Panditji here, I reflect on the days we went to Pandit classes. At that time, he was a young, cute boy. And now I can safely say he's a handsome, spiritual leader, a guru, father, and we can go on and on. When I came and I look outside, I start to admire the space. Then looking at the design of this temple, so I asked my brother Lake, is this mandir built from foundation? He said, yes, from scratch. We can safely say, from a cute boy, from a handsome leader, a leader of vision. And I will say, Panditji, we are proud of you. Bahut bahut dhanyavad. I was impressed when he went to New York at the Prem Bhakti Mandir, he read a yajna. Apart from his chanting, I was very impressed with the children he trained and the manner they chanted, the mantras, they sang with the music. I was thrilled. And for that reason, I say I must come and visit this temple here. Many are called and few are chosen. Our Panditji, I will say he's a great soul. He worked his way to this extent. We are reaping the fruit of his dedication and sacrifice. Panditji, with great honor, myself, Pandit Lekram, when Shirley, please come in front. By Hari, Suknandan, please come in front. We would like to make a little presentation to you, Babaji. You know, I'm short, you are so high. May I ask you to please come? So we can try match a little bit. You know, my ears are so blessed to listen to this morning katha from Panditji. Shirley-ji, please. It is true, Pandit Lekram and Shirley-ji, you were able to make this trip a grand success. Yesterday morning, early, we visited the Vishnu Mandir. I wanted to go. We visited Friday, Hindu Sabha yesterday too. We visited Friday the Swaminarayan temple, and now we are blessed to be here. Yesterday evening, we visited Pandit Riki temple as well. The fruits coming from Bhagwan, but we are just doing this of a little appreciation, right? And I want to begin with a book, says Man of Action. And I would like to make this first presentation to you.
Thank you, Panditji.
Yeah. You hold this. And I will ask Shirley-ji to offer this special medal saying great leadership. And I will ask by Hari-ji, who is another stalwart in our community, you will offer him a pen. And this pen has 2 ink. Oh,
Thank you.
so this pen has 2 ink. When you twist it, you can get the different color, red or black. So you will know which ink to use to put my name down. And I will ask my brother Lekram Budram. He is one of the person who been in this Hindu mission with me for a number of years. I learned so many things from him, and he will be reading this plaque of presentation.
The National Children Cultural Foundation, Inc. recognizes Pandit Hardat Ashwar for the many years of great exemplary service as a founder and spiritual leader of the Bhavani Shankar Mandir, along with his extraordinary efforts to mold the youths of the Mandir. Pandit Narayan Lachana, founder and director of NCCF Inc., October the 16th, 2022.
Thank you very much, Panaji. I wasn't expecting anything like this, but really appreciate it. I see you have a nice picture there too. Thank you.
So I asked my godson, can you look at this mandir and extract picture of Panditji, and if a group, and he gave to me 3 pictures. So I wanted to know if this is Bhabiji before I put this picture here, or else I will be in trouble. So I sent it very quickly before it print to my brother Lake and says, do you know Panditji's wife? Look at the picture and just confirm before we print. Otherwise, I will just put him in trouble. And then he confirmed. Bhabiji is here?
She's teaching the kids downstairs.
Okay.
He asked me, do you know Panditji's wife? I said, no. But I've seen a lady walking around with Hardaji, and this is the lady. But in my mind, I'm thinking, what is this fella wanting to know about Panditji's wife? Then I remember, he's a short guy, but his story very long.
Babaji, it's a blessing to be with you here. Thank you so much, my brother. And let me take some.
No, please. You're a brother, so thank you so much. Thank you. Of course, we weren't expecting anything like this. I was expecting a nice visit from my brother here. But he does a lot of work for our community and the children. I'm so thankful that he's here this morning with, of course, Bhaji Lake and Bhabiji Shirley. And, I hope and pray that God bless him to do a lot more work than he's doing. If you're looking for a picture of him, he has a very famous picture dressed up like Gandhi when he does his Gandhi walk on the internet, and he looks very serious as well in his Gandhi walk. So he does a lot of good work. Thank you very much, my brother, and it's so nice to see you this morning. Thanks for visiting us. God bless you always.
He remind me next Sunday, approximately about 15 years, I've been leading the Peace March Liberty Avenue as Mahatma Gandhi. And they give Mahatma Gandhi Award every year for the past 26 years. And so, Babaji, I don't know, blessings are coming, fruits are coming. On Sunday, I was the selected person to lead as Gandhi and receive Mahatma Gandhi Peace March Award as well. So, all these are blessings. Thank you so much. I hope one day we'll come and have a nice program and have all the kids from various mandir, myself and Panditji will organize with the help of Bhai Hari Pandit Lake, and we can have some nice program. We've been giving out a lot of awards to many kids in New York. This has nothing to do about which mandir you attend, but our group reaching out to highlight and motivate the young ones. So if Panditji can do a little bit and I can do a little bit, we can take them a far way. All right, Babaji? God bless you. Thanks.
Thank you so much again, everyone. Thank you very much, Panditji. And we pretty much are finished. We're going to do our arti now. And temple is open every day, of course. Just to remind everyone, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Our Panditjis are here. Puja tomorrow, Monday. Shivji Puja 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Hanumanji Puja as well on Tuesday. Durga Ma Puja on Friday. We look forward to seeing all of you. Please stand for Aarti. Yaani kani chapapani janmantar kritani cha Tani sarva padakshana padre padre Om Jai Jagadish Hare Swami Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Swami Jai Jagadish Hare Bhakt Jano ke sankat दास जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे ओम जय जगदीश हरे जो जावे फल पावे दुख बिन से मन का स्वामी दुख बिन से मन का सुख संपत्ति घर आवे सुख संपत्ति घर आवे कष्ट मिटे धन का ओम जय जगदीश हरे मात पिता तुम मेरे शरण कहूँ मैं किसकी स्वामी शरण कहूँ मैं किसकी तुम बिन और न दूजा प्रभु बिन और न दूजा आस करूँ मैं किसकी ओम जय जगदीश हरे तुम पूर्ण परमात्मा तुम अंतर्यामी स्वामी तुम अंतर्यामी पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर तुम सबके स्वामी ओम जय जगदीश हरे तुम करुणा के सागर तुम पालन करता स्वामी तुम पालन करता मैं मूरख कल खामी मैं सेवक तुम स्वामी कृपा करो भरता ओम जय जगदीश हरे तुम हो एक अगोचर सबके प्राणपति स्वामी सबके प्राणपति किस विध मिलो दया में किस विध मिलो दया में तुमको मैं कुमति ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओम जय जगदीश हरे दीन बंधु दुख हरता ठाकुर तुम मेरे स्वामी रक्षक तुम मेरे अपने हाथ उठाओ अपने शरण लगाओ द्वार पर तेरे ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओम जय जगदीश जगदीश हरे। शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभांगं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिविर्ध्यानगम्यं वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथं। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव, त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव, त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव, त्वमेव सर्वं मम देवदेव। सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनां, सर्वे सन्तु निरामया, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः, गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सतो मा सद्गमय तं सोमा ज्योतिर्गमय, मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय। ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम। बोले गणपति भगवान की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की, सियावर रामचंद्र की, राधा कृष्ण भगवान की, जगदम्बिका माता की। नमः पार्वती पतये, हर 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 महादेव। शंभु सत्य सनातन धर्म की। सब कोई जय जय सीताराम। Please take arti before you go. The children will share arti. Prasad will be given at the door as you're leaving. Thank you all very much for visiting, having a blessed week ahead of you. Thank you.